Hello, hello, hello. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my first podcast type thing. This is like let's do a live stream and call it a podcast. Basically, is what we're doing here. I got this idea. I did a Swolenormous video yesterday, and he mentioned casually how he had a podcast and he did a podcast every single day. So I was like, why don't I do a podcast? That seems like a good idea. Especially since I came to the conclusion separately on my own that I'm going to start doing fewer, not do fewer live streams or reaction videos. I'm gonna start doing fewer reaction videos, and I'm going to because it's just not worth uploading so many per day, right? Like, the way I thought about it was like this, right? There's this term in poker called expected value that I am trying to integrate more in my like decision-making process right now, which is basically like you determine the probability of an event, the likelihood of it happening. You multiply that by the expected payoff, and that's called expected value, right? So like, I thought about it, I was like, because it's a good way in poker to determine whether or not you should stay in a hand, whether you should raise or fold. So, a lot of but a few motivational self-improvement people will now start to say to you, if you have to make a decision, you should use expected value to make that decision, right? If you have like two choices, let's say, determine the probability of each and the potential payoff of each, and whichever one is higher, that's the bet that you should make, right? Or that's the decision you should make. So I was like, why don't I, like, instead of just like living by the seat of my pants and trying to like figure stuff out on my own, just doing based on what I feel like, why don't I take like a more analytical approach, like I do in the videos that I make, for example? Why don't I take a more analytical approach and like actually analyze the expected value of my decisions and see maybe what has a better chance for success. Anyway, long story short, I analyzed my original plan of coming to Vietnam and essentially recording 5 videos a day, and it didn't turn out very well. I was like, well, okay, what are the odds? Because like, what do I consider to be success, right? Like, if at the end of these 3 months, in my opinion, would be if I was making, let's just call it what it is, let's say full-time income from YouTube after these 3 months, as a result of having made all these additional videos and have them being floating around on YouTube and getting clicks and people to my channel, blah, blah, blah. Would all of that additional effort be worth time as defined by expected value, right? So like, I guess I can show you, why not? Let's do some math, see if I still remember how to do this. It's kind of complicated. So, I want to say that just shared my screen. Did that just share my screen? Yeah, it did. Okay, cool. So basically, expected value equals probability of something happening times payoff. Right? It's too big, I think. If you can't see this, if you're actually just like listening to me, then just listen to me. So let's say like probability of something happening plus the payoff. All right, so let's say the payoff of me staying in Vietnam, let's say the potential payoff, let's say $1,000 a month. Let's just throw a random number out there, right? $1,000 a month, which is what and again, this is like, it's kind of hard to define, but if we assume, right, because like the money that I've been making from YouTube is about like doubling every month, roughly, right? But like, doubling from like $60 a month to $120 a month is not that big of a deal, but going from $500 to $1,000 is a big deal, right? So like, at the end of 3 months to be at $1,000 a month, that's not quite doubling every month, but it's adjusting for like the increase in, actual the number increase being more than whatever. You can't expect things to double every single month like until eternity. It's not going to work like that, right? Like after 2 years, you'll be making like $1 bazillion a month. Anyway, so we'll just say 1,000. Let's just say 1,000 from ad revenue, which is like To be honest, that's a stretch already. That's already a stretch. I don't care if I make 500 more videos. That's a stretch. But let's just say 1,000, right? Let's pick a stretch goal anyway. So $1,000 would be the expected payoff times the probability of that happening. So the question is like, what do I think the probability of after these 3 months of me making, of me getting to $1,000 a month consistently in, let's say, ad revenue in super chats or whatever, because those are currently the only ways I'm really monetizing my channel. Okay, so let's say those are that's the goal, right? That's how we define success. What are the odds of that happening? What's the probability of that happening? I didn't think it was very high. I really didn't. Like in my, when I did my like calculation yesterday, I wrote 5%. But like, okay, let's be a little bit more generous. Let's say, I don't know, let's say 10%. I honestly really don't think it's that likely. Like, it's probably not good for me to say that. And I know YouTube, like, your success or failure on YouTube should not be defined by how far you can get in 3 months. Like, obviously not. But that is what led me to like alter my content strategy, let's say. But anyway, we'll cut to the chase. We'll say 10%, right? So then the expected value of making this decision, and again, this kind of messes things up because like this $1,000 right here, this is $1,000 per month. So it's not like a one-time having received $1,000, but whatever, we work with what we have. So the expected value of making this decision would be $100, okay? Just keep things simple. Now, the additional part of expected value here is that you have to subtract your cost to place the bet, right? Because remember, this comes from poker. So you don't just get to like stay in a hand or raise or call or whatever just because you're like, okay, yeah, sure, I want to stay in. I don't have to pay anything, do I? No, you have to pay, right? So what is my cost for staying here for these next 3 months, right? If you think about it like that, let's just say my cost, right? Let's say that I stick to the bare minimum, right? And I live in a place, like, how much is my rent now? It's like $4 a day. It's like, let's say $150 a month, right? To keep it simple, $150 a month. And then let's say I spend, I don't know, what do I spend a day on food? Like, let's say I spend $10 a day on food, which is like, that's really low. That's like 500, we'll say $500 a month, give or take. Miscellaneous fees, stuff like that. Like, I'm pretty set for the next few months in terms of like all the stuff that I need, but like food, a place to live, those are kind of non-negotiable, right? So my cost is $500, right? But that's per month. So again, it's like makes it a little bit complicated because if this is per month, the other one is per month, then it's like how is this how do we calculate this if it's per month? It's not a one-time bet. But anyway, whatever. So I guess we could do this by per month then, right? So everything is per month. So I stand to win $100 per month, and I stand to lose. I have to pay $500 per month. So my expected value, right? Expected value is negative $400 per month. That's not a good that's not a good expected value, right? In fact, why don't we change? Let's change the title of this. Let's say how to calculate expected value. It might be more interesting. Expected value. Browsing 4chan's fit board and other stuff. Let's do that. That might be better. Now how do I save this? Does it just save automatically? Oh, all changes saved. Cool. Do I have a Patreon? What's up, Laurel Carolina? Yes, I do have a Patreon. I think I'm going to redo it. I do. I will casually drop that link here. I'm assuming that's why you're asking. What am I saying? Do I have? Yeah, like every description, every video description is like the first thing that you will see, right? Like, support me on Patreon, blah blah blah. Patreon.com/YallaPapi, right? I do have that, but I need to redo it. Like, definitely need to redo it. It needs to be redone. Okay. So that's the expected value of of this. Negative $400 per month. That's pretty bad. That means like if I choose to stay in Vietnam, my expected value, assuming that these calculations are like correct, expected value is minus $400 per month, right? Not good. Not good at all. And again, like this involves a lot of subjective decision making, right? Like I'm saying the probability of this happening based on my experience or based on my assumption is to only 10%, right? This is opposed to like, let's say you're betting on a poker hand, the probability of you getting a flush or 2 pair, or of you like winning the pot based on your cards versus the opponent's cards, that's something that you can actually calculate, right? Based on like, there's only so many cards in the deck, and you have the odds of like, you need these 3 cards to win, and if you get those 3 cards, it's 3 out of 52, or whatever, however they calculate it, right? Whatever the numbers are. Something like this is harder to calculate because it's more subjective, right? Like, I could make more than $1,000 a month. The chances could be higher than 10% or lower than 10%. So really what it comes down to, right, the way that you actually calculate this like in the real world is like, is the potential payoff for making this decision greater or lesser than what you would have if you didn't do it? After costs, right? So again, this gets even more complicated when you start to bring in things like, you start comparing one decision to another decision, right? Because like, let's say I was only comparing the expected value of me staying here and doing this, as opposed to me staying here and doing something else, right? My cost would stay the same, right? And this is for, just make this for like EV for making 450 videos over 3 months, right? Making and maybe not releasing. Like, let's say back my old strategy, well, yeah, it would be releasing around, let's say 400 videos in 3 months, which, I enjoyed doing that. I might go back to that, who knows? Like, that's fun for me to release so many videos because it helps kind of take the pressure off of me for each individual video. Like the video I put out yesterday has like 100 views, didn't do well at all, right? And like, makes me feel kind of bad. I'm like, shit, like that video only got 100 views. But meanwhile, I know, like, I'll show you guys, why not? Let's have a look here. Let's take a look at my pipeline. I've got a lot of videos. I've got like 20 something videos in the pipe. I've got enough videos really to last me till the end of September if I release one a day. So there's benefits to that, in that I won't feel the pressure to make videos all the time, which I will do anyway. But like, imagine I have 150 videos in there, which is 5 months worth of videos, if I release one a day. Shit. I'll just drop this link subtly in here. Actually, let's see here. How do I do this? Top chat. We want live chat. What was I gonna do? Okay, yeah. So let's look at the videos. This thing is so freaking slow. Okay, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, I only have 14. I gotta have more than 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. (22), 23, 24. 24 videos in the pipe. Oh, more, just kidding. 25, 26, 27. 27 videos. I already have a month's worth of videos if I only release one per day. So why is this maybe potentially a good idea for me? Because I can do daily streams, I can live stream now for 2 hours and do like a podcast, or a podcast type thing, and just talk about like, okay, fine, in this one, maybe not the most interesting because I'm really just like talking about myself, talking about like what I'm going to do. Like, who really cares about that? Not a lot of people probably. But I guess maybe talking about expected value might be interesting for some people. But this means that every day now I have an additional 2-hour piece of content that I can put out. And there are some benefits to being able to do live streams that you don't have with a regular video. For example, YouTube will boost the ranking of a live stream, that they'll put it at the top and you'll get notifications. Like, let's say you're watching one of my videos or somebody's watching one of my videos. You will get a notification on that video that says Yalla Papi is live right now, right? Which is maybe how you found this live stream. And there's other benefits to doing live streams. Plus I get to do a podcast and talk about whatever I want for 2 hours, which, I'm sure, like, you need both, right? Or I need both. Like, the reaction videos are good because it draws people in who are interested in these celebrities. But, from what I've seen, and it's not the case with everybody, but from what I've seen, people like my commentary. They like they want to hear what I have to say, right? You've seen already what these YouTubers have to say, but you watch my videos because you want to hear what I have to say. Fair point. So now you get to hear what I have to say for 2 hours, right? If you have a job, God forbid, you actually have a job that you have to go to and like work at. I feel bad for you. I might have to join you in the job market soon. But you can listen to me, listen to my sweet, sexy voice while you work. And if you don't have a job and you're just sitting there doing nothing, you can stare into my sleep-deprived eyes. Actually, I've been getting a lot of sleep lately. Last night I got like 9 hours sleep. It's kind of insane. I had a crazy dream too. I'll just tell you really quick and then we'll do the expected value for something else. I had this dream that like I was on like another planet or something, and I was like rushing against the clock to like get something done. And I had like not like a squad, but like a partner there who I was like doing this with. And I had to like play baseball with, part of my mission was like playing baseball in some shopping mall with like the son of like the leader of the other planet. And the son was a real bad sport. He was this type of kid where he's very competitive and he always wanted to win. And I beat him in baseball because he's like 9 years old and I'm like a grown man, right? And I played baseball as a kid. So anyway, I beat him in baseball, and I like, in front of everybody, in front of like many citizens of the other planet, I had to like kneel down and tell this kid and be like, listen man, like this is how the game is played in the real world. There's rules. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I was like, what do you want me to do? And he's like, I want you to say that I'm the best. And I was like, sorry bro, I'm not gonna say that. You lost. And that was it. Then I woke up. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Weird dream. Okay. If you can interpret that dream, also fun fact, another side tangent, is that I used to interpret dreams for other people. That's one of my hidden talents, is that I can, if you tell me what your dream is, if you tell me about a dream that you had or that you have had, through the course of a conversation with me, I can analyze that dream and I can tell you what that dream means to you. Maybe I should make a video about this, how to interpret dreams. That's actually a great idea. Let me write that down. Make a video about how to interpret dreams. Brilliant. Dreams, they mean something different to everybody. Like, you guys have seen those books about, what does it say? Like a book of dream, like a dream interpretation book, and you look it up and it says like, if you dream about dogs, then it means this. If you dream about fire, then it means this. Not always the case, because certain things mean certain things, like things mean different, certain things mean certain things to certain people, right? The definition is going to vary. If I have a dream about baseball, for example, on another planet, that's a little weird, fine, but like, you'd have to ask me, okay, what does baseball represent to you? What does baseball mean to you? And I will have my own set of associations that come with baseball. I played baseball when I was a kid. I thought it was boring. It was like a necessary evil that I had to do like as a kid because my parents wanted me to play, like far beyond the point in time where I was actually interested in the sport. So that's what baseball means to me. Maybe you are like a raving like Yankees fan and like you've seen every game since like 1973 and you know all these facts about baseball. So for you, baseball's something different. Okay? Anyway, that's the trick to interpreting dreams. I will make a video about that. I will even do that today. How about that? How about that? Okay, so this was my decision-making process, right? Got this right here. EV for making, expected value for making 450 videos over 3 months works out to negative $450 per month. That is not good. That is very bad. And when I saw this yesterday, I was like, because what's the point of this, right? What's really the point? What's really the point? Which is that the point is that my odds of this actually happening of me like being able to make full-time income as a result of the effort that I put in after these 3 months is extremely low, right? It's very low. So like, I'm happy to make the videos. I think that's not to say there's no benefit to making all these videos, but there's not, it's not, I have a million choices. Why would I choose this? If it's not like, I'm not gonna hit my, what I consider to be success. I'm not gonna ring the bell at the end of these 3 months. Why not choose something else where I have a better chance, right? That's what I'm thinking as I'm doing this last night. So I went through a couple other scenarios of things that might seem like they would give me a better chance of success, and let's go over them now. Here we are. So my EV for, oops. So I thought about this. I was like, all right, if I'm not going to make 5 videos a day on average, right? What if I made 3 to 4 videos per day and banked them? So releasing 1 per day. Let's just say 1 video per day. Well, 3 to 4 videos per day. 1 released, the rest banked. And live streaming for 2 hours per day instead. Okay. What are the benefits of this? I won't bother to write these down, but like, benefits of this is that I will like after, because like let's talk straight, right? Let's prepare for all outcomes here. At the end of these 3 months, when my visa is up in Vietnam, if I even make it that far, like financial statement will be resembling an egg. So like that's crunch time. Like party's about to end. Like the curtain's about to close. You know what I mean? Barring some like, I have this email marketing thing in the works, but I probably won't get paid on any of those deals for like 3 months. So that's also not, and I guess 3 months could coincide with the end of my time here. Fine, but like, nothing's set in stone. I don't want to depend on that. All right. So that's number 1. Number 2, if I have to stop my current lifestyle of spending 6 hours a day recording videos and uploading 4 videos a day, 5 videos a day, 6 videos a day, I want to have enough videos in the bank so that I can go and work for a certain amount of time, save a bunch of money, and still be able to release new content on a regular basis without me having to actually spend any time recording it. In other words, I can take advantage of the time that I have now here, where I have virtually no expenses and more time than I know what to do with, honestly, to create lots of videos, right? So I was like, okay, what's the EV here, right? So like expected value, right? Once again, let's just paste this. Okay, expected value equals probability of something happening multiplied by the payoff. So first let's identify what the payoff is, right? And for the payoff, it's kind of hard to determine what the payoff is of something like this. Like only releasing 1 video per day, like let's say I make $1 per video. It's really hard, right? Actually, maybe I should just spend more time calculating it, but whatever. We're not gonna do that. It's too much work. So 3 months, releasing 1 per day, that's 90 videos released in the next 3 months. Let's say an average of $1 per month per video on average. Some will do better, most will do worse, but let's say that, right? So that's an additional, well, I don't know, we can't really figure it like that because we didn't do that for the last one. Or maybe we should, actually. That's not a bad idea. That's actually not a bad idea to calculate that. So let's say 450 videos over 3 months. We'll say an average of $1 per month per video. Total, like, not really fair for me to make that calculation because I would have to actually check how many videos I made and how much I got paid per video, which is like more work than I'm willing to do right now live because like requires doing math, and I just kind of woke up and I don't want to be embarrassed on camera by like how slow my math skills are currently. But anyway, let's just keep it simple. We'll say $1 per video, right? So $1 per video, that means 150 videos the first month, 300 videos the second month, and 450 videos the third month, right? So what's 150 plus 450 is 650, plus 300 is 950, right? So that's actually fairly accurate, right? $1,000 is what we said, right? So that's actually fine. We can keep that the same. Is this going too fast, by the way, or do any of you like, do you guys understand this? Is there even anybody watching this? I wonder. Oh well. People will watch it later, maybe. Okay, all right, good enough. Enough people. All right, so the payoff for this one would be only 1 video release, so that's 30 videos the first month, 60 the second month, and then 90 the third month. So that would be 120 plus 60 is 180. So that's $180, right? But then we have the 2-hour live stream. We have to think like how much that would generate, right? Because you do have the option of super chats, but that's kind of like a bonus. And there is also some ad revenue from that as well. But the question is like, how many people are actually going to tune in and watch my 2-hour podcast or listen to my 2-hour podcast? Really, who's going to do that? I don't know. Maybe a lot of people, maybe nobody. So let's just pretend that the average of that is the same anyway, right? So we'll just double it, really. So let's see here. So what was the payoff? What did we say? It would be 90 plus 120. Was it 90? No. It was 30 plus 120. No, sorry. 30 plus 90 was 120. Plus 60 is 180. So $180 plus, and we'll double that. So we'll say 360. 360, right? 360 bucks. And the probability of that happening, I would say that's, let's say 50%. I would say that's more likely, right? Times 50% equals 180 per month, right? My cost is the same. Oops, 500 per month. Expected value in this case would be 320. Oh, sorry, minus negative 320 per month. Still not great, right? Still not great at all, right? But the benefit here is that, you know, there are peripheral benefits to doing both of these strategies, right? Get more subscribers, you know, get more views on the channel, get more people engaged, you know, benefits to doing podcasts, which I guess I can't really define too specifically right now, but like, I guess a 2-hour piece of content has certain benefits that a 15 or 20 minute piece won't have. It'll appeal to different people. Maybe the ad revenue on the podcast will be larger. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I haven't done any podcasts or enough live streams to really tell you. You do also have the option of getting a super chat occasionally from a live stream / podcast, but like those are not dependable, number one. So I kind of don't really count them. They're nice. I appreciate people who give them to me for sure, but they're not. It's not dependable like ad revenue, which is fairly consistent. So I don't really include them. So let's just leave those out of that for now. But anyway, the point is that this here is the better choice if we look at it in terms of money. And the reason why I'm kind of leaning towards this one right now is because it's the same amount, it's really the same time commitment and the same amount of work for me to do a 2-hour live stream and release one video per day and still record an additional 3 or 4, as opposed to doing 6, 7, or 8 small videos per day and releasing 4 of them per day. I'm still really releasing the same amount of content, right? Time-wise, just in different formats. Make sense? So anyway, I didn't really see it as much of a difference. And then, okay, let's talk about non-YouTube related stuff, right? Because like after this, I'm gonna have to make a decision what to do. Can't really stay in Asia forever. Probably won't want to unless I become wildly successful in the like podcast scene or something. Doubtful to happen. But who knows? You never know, right? It could be like one of those streamers who just like stream to nobody for hours, days and weeks at a time, and then all of a sudden just blow up. Okay, so another option is, let's say, moving to Vegas and getting a job and eventually interning with RSD. Something else I want to do, right? The expected value, right? Let's talk about like getting a part-time job or semi-part-time or between part-time and full-time, right? Maybe like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours a day, 20 hours a week, right? Doing a sales job in some telemarketing room in Vegas, right? Which would be, you know, you could make, I would say, 150, 200 bucks a day doing that, I think, based on what I've seen on Craigslist and just what I know about Vegas being a popular place to go for your average consumer. And, whoa, people. I'm understanding so far, math isn't my forte. Yeah, it's not my forte either. Do you have a Patreon with PayPal? Because I'm donating on this. You take 6 and it can expire. Link's in his description. Yeah, link is in my description. Join the army again. Homie, I'm going to be 36 next month. So, no. Do you have a friend you can podcast with to have more convo going back and forth? Because you're good at it. Do I have a friend who will be on my podcast? People have offered before, but like, no offense, the people who have offered, they're kind of like, they're nobody that you know or who have heard of. So like, would you really care what they have to say? Maybe. Plus, most people have like jobs. You know, like I could call my mom and be like, "Hey, mom, like, do you want to be on my podcast? Do the IDF YouTube channel? Oh, like make a YouTube channel with only IDF videos, or communicate with them or something? What are you saying? What you talking about?" Yeah, I'm not sure. I wonder, if I make a chat here, can I pin it to the top? Is that a thing? Can you do that? Can you pin a chat? No, it does not look like you can. Work for the IDF or work for their YouTube channel. You know, there is an organization that, be the social media worker for the IDF. That's like technically a military/government position. I've thought about doing some work. What's up, ED? I thought about doing some work for the Israeli military/government if I do move back there. But that requires me to move back there. And, you know, it comes with its own like set of considerations to make. Not something that I'm ruling out entirely. That is one of the things we'll go over in this EV calculation right now. But yeah, try hitting up Swole Normus and make an appearance on his podcast. You know, that's not a bad idea. And yesterday so you guys don't know this yet because I've been banking more videos lately, but I went for about a week and I recorded virtually no health and fitness videos. Yesterday I actually went back to doing health and fitness stuff, and I watched a couple of these videos, and I swear to God, I don't know, maybe I'm just delusional and neurotic, but I swear these famous YouTubers are watching my videos. I swear to God they are. Like, I watched a Greg Doucette video. The guy is like repeating verbatim like things that I have said, right? It's like, I know he's watching my videos, you know? And I watched a Swole Normus video. I did a video on him, and like, same thing. Like, now these people, they're doing video reviews, right? More reaction videos. And again, I don't know, maybe like, I also didn't watch a lot of YouTube before this, so maybe they always did this, but like, it seems to me that they've watched my videos and they're like copying my style, what I'm doing. Like doing a reaction video, really. It seems like a lot of people are now doing this. I want to say because of me. I don't know. I could be wrong. Definitely an idea. Maybe I'll make a video where maybe tomorrow we'll do that. Or maybe even today. I'll just go and like make a list of, oh, you found me by Greg's videos. So there you go, right? I want the like 4 people here who are watching this to like weigh in. Like, or if you watch this later, leave me a comment. Should I make a list of YouTubers who I should reach out to collaborate with? Is that a good idea? Should we make this list together? Would you like to help me make that list? Should we do it right now? Or should I keep talking about this EV stuff? My 2 kids who are 20 and 21 would help me with the channel and be part of it. I know it would be good with them in it, plus me getting all ages to sub. I have cool ideas for us 3. Yeah, I'm gonna call you Spotted Elephant still, because that's our old school name for you. Yeah, why not? Do it. You know, just like honestly, like, you just have to start, right? They say, or somebody who I respect and admire is famous for saying, quote, nobody's gonna put you on, you know? Nobody's gonna like give you the stage and say, okay, now it's your turn. Now everybody's gonna listen to you and pay attention to you. Here's your chance. You don't get a big break, right? The myth of the big break. Nobody's gonna give you a big break, right? Leaders go first. You have to actually go first. Fully Raw Christina got recommended to me, and that's how I found your channel. Yeah, I guess that's one of the benefits of doing videos on a lot of stuff. Okay, so yeah, how many people are watching this right now? 8 people. Ooh, wow, we're up to 8 people. Exciting. All right, so I'll just finish this EV stuff really quick, and then we'll make a list of YouTubers. I have to actually let me change this description here. How to calculate expected value. Making a list of, or just how about listing YouTube, collabs. Oh, potential. How about that? Potential YouTube collabs and other stuff. Podcast number 1. All right, I'm happy with that. Okay. Reach out to Christina Randall. We need an idea first. I've actually done like 3 Christina Randall videos ever since you recommended her to me. I was like binge watching these like ex-con YouTubers. So I like Christina Randall. She's cool. I will reach out to her. We will add her to the list, okay? So really quick, I just want to show the comparison of like the EV of, you know, basically focusing on YouTube pretty much exclusively to like going back into the real world, right? So let's say moving to Vegas, getting a job, and eventually interning with RSD, which is something that I want to do. Expected value, right? And this is only the expected value for like money-wise, right? This does not take into consideration any peripheral benefits. Like for Vietnam, let's say I have more time to work on the YouTube channel and grow my online media presence. And in Vegas, for example, I can intern with RSD and work on my game. Not really taking those things into consideration. This is really just the financial stuff as well. We could assign a monetary value to those things, but again, that makes the equation even more complicated. And I wasn't really prepared to do that right now, so I don't want to bore you guys too much with this. I just want to do the EV of moving to Vegas and the EV of going to Tel Aviv. I'm like the only one who wants to talk about this, but it's my live stream, so we're going to do it. Okay, so the EV, or the payoff, let's say, of doing that, let's say $3 grand a month, right? I'm pretty sure that I can make $3 grand a month working 5 days a week for a few hours a day from a telemarketing center in Vegas, because it seems like those places, they have very efficient operations that are running. And $3 grand a month is very conservative. That's very low, right? Like, you sell these packages for like $500 or something, and you get $150 of that. And they have dialers, they have like auto dialers, they get fresh leads, like they have incoming calls. Like this is not like they give you a phone book and they're like, here, try and like sell a Vegas vacation package. This is like well-oiled machine. I think $3 grand is fair. I think that's conservative. I'm pretty sure I can do that. I honestly think I can do more, but we'll be conservative here. Payoff is $3 grand a month. Okay, my cost of moving to Vegas is going to be much higher, right? So it's going to be a flight is going to be $500 plus rent, which is going to be around $600. I found hostels that are like $20 a night, which is where I will have to move at first. So let's say $1,100. Oops, $1,100. So to calculate the EV, we're going to do, and the percentage of it happening. Payoff, $3,000 a month. I'm going to say there's a 75% chance that would happen, that I would actually succeed, in other words. 75% chance, I'm going to say. Like, to get the job, there's like, Vegas is booming. Like, if you can't get a job in Vegas, you're fucking retarded, like, really. And you don't, like, you need that like hustle mentality, which I don't know, I think I have. So 75% of 3,000 is, what is that? That is 2,225. So the EV, right? Minus 1,100. So EV, right, would be 2,225. Okay, which is this, which is what this equals, right? Minus this 1,100. Okay, so minus 1,100. Equals 1,125, I want to say. Positive. Okay, so like, whereas with these ones, the EV is in the negative, right? Going to Vegas and getting this job, blah, 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 this is going to be in the positive, right? Assuming all these calculations are true, and obviously, like I said, we're not taking into consideration all this other stuff, like interning with RSD, growing my social media presence, blah, blah, blah. That said, if we look at it strictly from a financial standpoint, which 3 months from now, I'm going to have to do, like, it's not like maybe, like, no money, no honey, as they say. Okay, next one. Moving to Tel Aviv and getting a job, really, and doing Todd's program. By the way, I mentioned this in a future video, but the pickup coaching that I'm doing is with Todd V, or Todd Valentine, or RSD Todd. Those of you who know who he is, maybe. I've done a few videos on him that are banked currently. They will be released in, whatever, the next week or two. So you will see those. Okay, expected value, right? Once again, we will paste this, because the reason I'm harping on this is because when I tried to understand this, like, when I learned this last night, this was not my first exposure to this concept. Okay, I have tried to learn how to calculate EV many times over the years, never really been able to wrap my head around it. Okay, but yesterday I finally figured it out, which is why I'm kind of excited to talk about it now, because like, I think it's a good way to make decisions, or a good way to approach the decision-making process in addition to whatever else you're doing. because it allows you to take, like, it helps you remove yourself emotionally from the actual decision, right? Like, instead of me thinking, oh my God, if I move to Vegas, Vegas is hot, I hate Vegas, there's too many Americans there, like, what am I gonna do? I don't think about it like that when I look at it through the lens of expected value. All I'm looking at really here is the financial impact, let's say, of doing these things, which helps to kind of, like I said, distance you emotionally from it, which in my experience is something I desperately need. Okay, so the payoff. Okay, the payoff, let's say I move to Israel, right? A good job, quote unquote, or an average salary for an English speaking, native English speaker over there, I'm gonna say, let's say is like, I don't know, 3.5, 4 grand a month. Let's say 3.5, right? It's about 10,000 shekels a month, which exchange rate is about 3.3. So we'll say 10,000 shekels a month. We'll say 3.5 grand, thereabouts. 3,500 a month. What are the odds of me getting that? I'm gonna say, like, here's the thing. Moving to Tel Aviv and getting a job is not hard, right? In my experience, and I haven't been there in a long time, if I were to try and go there in October, which is, well, I probably wouldn't go in October, I might go in November. Anyway, regardless of when I decide to go, if it's in the next few months, it's going to be around the holiday season. And similar to the holiday season in the United States, holiday season in Israel, the whole place shuts down, people don't do a lot of work, everyone goes on vacation. You're not gonna get it, like, you apply for a new job in Christmas, unless you're working in retail in a mall, who's gonna hire you in Christmas time? Some office job? Nobody. No one's even fucking, like, people are checked out mentally until like the end of the first week in January. I will get the job, I think, but I just think the probability of me doing it as fast as possible is lower. And with the additional pressure of, like, no money, no honey, let's put this at like 50%. Okay, and the cost is about the same. Okay, $500 flight plus 600 for rent, right? About $20 a night for hostels out there. So cost is the same. Okay, so the EV would be 50% of 3,500 is 1,750. So we'll do 1,750 minus 1,100 equals 650. Okay, so this is the clear winner financially out of all of the choices, right? Now again, there's other things to consider. Lifestyle in Tel Aviv, do I prefer it, do I not prefer it? The weather, what has better weather, like interning for RSD versus doing Todd's program. All of these things, if we want to get really granular with it, we could associate a value, a monetary value to those things. And then once we've got like all of our variables, linked to a monetary value, then we could make a real, like, actual decision, right? Haven't really done that. Didn't really think of doing it that much. Didn't think I was going to get this, like, in depth with it in this video, to be honest with you. Yeah, but here we are. Okay, let me just check this really quick. Can of tuna, sushi, egg whites, sriracha, meal of the day, people. You can do Vegas videos, those are super popular. I agree. Get arrested and then become a prison YouTuber. No, it's a bad idea. Can you teach English in these countries for good money? Yeah, so you can teach English in Vietnam for, like, they pay like $25 an hour here. It's pretty good. I don't want to, though. I don't, like, teaching English is like a last resort. Like, if you teach English, you literally have no other options in the world. Or you're like a 22-year-old and like you've never traveled before, and like your excuse to go to Vietnam or whatever, some countries to go teach English there, fine. I'm way past that point, right? For me to do it is like, I don't want to say desperate, but it's kind of desperate. Holy Land. One vote for the Holy Land, one vote for the shekels. Your soulmate probably more likely in Vegas. Why don't I want to do that for 25 an hour? I don't want to teach English. I don't want to, okay, so the way that I see it, if I'm going to be exchanging my time for a job, first of all, if I'm exchanging my time for a job, that means I can't work on other things, like, for example, making videos, which, despite the fact that I just talked a lot of shit about them in the first two options here as not really being worth my time, I still feel that they are worth my time to do it. I just think the strategy needs to be adjusted. The short-term strategy needs to be adjusted, as well as my short-term goals need to be adjusted for doing this. Because I watched another video and I was like, it like talked about how you define success, right? And I thought about that, and I was like, all right, well, for my next 3 months, how would I define these 3 months being a success? And then I answered the question, you know, automatically. I was like, well, if I am able to generate full-time income at the end of these 3 months as a result of the cumulative amount of work that I had been doing from the beginning of time, whatever, up until now, really just including these 3 months. Did I think that that was likely to happen based on my past results and the current results that I'm getting now? I don't think so, right? I don't think, long story short, I don't think I'm likely to be making full-time income after another 450 videos in 3 months. I don't think that's the case, right? I think the chances of that happening are extremely low based on the progress that I've seen up to this point. There is progress there, fine. It is growing, things are getting better. I'm not saying they're not, but if I'm defining success as full-time income from YouTube ad revenue, let's say, and like maybe some super chats here and there, or Patreon or whatever, I don't think it's going to happen. I actually do not. I think the chances are very small. You know, whatever. Is that negative thinking? Maybe. It just doesn't seem like it based on what I've seen. So like for me to go teach English somewhere for $25 an hour, yeah, okay, that would be convenient because I can go, you know, like make a phone call, go on Facebook and like find somebody who wants to offer me a job like that. But that's really just a band-aid for being able to stay here longer and make more videos. And it's like, is that really the best strategy to have? Whereas if I choose one of these other choices, and I'll probably come up with more, but these are just the two that popped into my mind yesterday. Like let's say I go to Vegas, for example, I have this additional benefit of interning with RSD, working on my game, making actual fucking like US dollars, you know, getting like the Vegas element added to my personality and like repertoire of, you know, existence. Plus doing, like I said, this RSD thing that I've always wanted to do, or I've wanted to for a very long time. And again, you know, compare that to the additional benefits of moving to Tel Aviv and being able to work on my game in Tel Aviv with hot Israeli girls and getting a job in Tel Aviv. I like the lifestyle there, I like the food. This also has a lot of benefits that, like, straight, like, no offense, Vietnamese people watching this, I don't like Vietnam. Like, I don't want to stay here any longer than necessary. You know what I mean? Like, I'm here for a specific purpose, which is to make videos, really, straight up. Like, that's why I came here. It's cheap, I want to make as many videos as possible. Yeah, so anyway, that's that. All right, now, everybody, what we're going to talk about now, you are going to help me come up with a list. I want a list of 100 YouTubers who I can collaborate with. All right, so let's brainstorm right now. We're even going to make a spreadsheet. My plan with doing this live stream / podcast was to not share my screen, was to just like have it be my face the entire time, which is not, right? You guys can, yeah, you can see my screen. Yeah, whatever. You know, I guess you want to see the screen, right? You don't want to just like, or tell me actually now, let's take a vote. Like, do you guys prefer when I do a screen share, or would you prefer to just have like my face be bigger, right? I guess I can show you here. Like this is my face. This is what it looks like. My face. You guys have seen it. It's very big. And this is you know, not my face, right? Did that switch, by the way, or is it just? Because I have these hotkeys as like the F hotkeys. Let's see if this works. My face. Fuck. God damn it. I don't want that. Whatever. Anyway, is this even... Yeah, my face, smaller face. What do we prefer? Anybody? Screen share. Okay, 1 vote for screen share, 2 votes for... Okay, everybody says screen share. All right, awesome. Wouldn't it be cool to get $1 a month from every subscriber each month? I can't imagine having 10,000 subs did that. Wow. Yeah, that would be nice. No, not your face. Okay, thank you. You're very sweet. You're a terrible person. Okay, so let's make a list. How do I... Can I number this somehow? Maybe I should make a doc. Whatever, who cares? All right, so brainstorm. Give me some ideas. I'm gonna get started. Let's say Greg Doucette, Swolenormous, Snake Diet Guy, Sasha Snake Diet, I'm trying to think of people who would actually like be willing to like collaborate with me who have more than, let's say, 5,000 subscribers. Let's just say. Actually, you know what? Let's say Larry Snake Diet also, or Lawrence Malchef, whatever. All these Snake Diet guys are like guaranteed easy ones. How about Mariah Vittoria? I'm just naming people. We need 100. Mariah Vittoria. Who else have I done videos on? I would say Stephanie Buttermore, but I highly doubt that'll actually get me anywhere. I have to think of people who have been nice too. How about Alan Roberts? That crowd seems to like. I like this guy Abood. He's pretty cool too. What about Wes Watson? I really like Wes Watson. I like his videos. His fans hate me because I'm not like a badass prisoner. Okay, cool. What was that girl's name? Christina Randall? She's cool too. Let's say Lockdown 123, or what was it? 23 and 1. Who else is there? Give me some more ideas, everybody. What ideas do you have? Fasting Fat Man. Okay. What are we doing now? Now we are thinking of we're making a list of 100 YouTubers who I am going to reach out to for collaboration. Okay, to see if they want to collaborate, if they want to be on my podcast or fucking get interviewed on my channel. Let's leave it at that. Get interviewed on my channel. That's my pitch, right? Jessica Kent, Big Beautiful Me, Fasting Fat Man. All right, Fasting Fat Man. Jessica Kent, Big Beautiful Me. Big Beautiful Me, I made a few videos about her. I don't see her agreeing to like, whatever, who cares? Nico Cotto Avocado. Do a mukbang with him and you'll explode. Okay, I'm gonna like go to his house or something. Nico Cotto Avocado. How am I supposed to do a mukbang? Like a screen share mukbang with him? A Skype mukbang? And I'll just be like, hey, so what's it like being like, you know, what's it like having fans who have like the most like arguably disgusting fetish that I've ever seen? I actually kind of would like to interview him as a normal person, right? Okay, fine. Nico Cotto Avocado, why not? You know who actually responded to one of my videos was, what's this girl's name? This one. Chelsea Lynn. She actually left me a comment on this video. Maybe I'll interview her, or, oh wait, who's this? I'm gonna add her to the list. Chelsea Lynn. Right, she left me a comment on my video. It's got like 300 views. She's like, oh my God, I loved your analysis. I had so much fun doing this video. You're so funny, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, wow, cool. Famous people, like, here, where is it? Here we go. I loved your review. Thank you so much. Trailer Trash Tammy is actually a character I play, and these mukbangs are all improv, also not paid placement. Right, so like, you know, she liked my video. Maybe she'll respond or something, right? All right, who else we got here? Those girls will jump at interviews. Jess will. He lives in his mother's basement. He has done that with Hungry Fat Chick. CG Kid. I don't know who that is. Interview the dead girl's family. Oh, yeah, probably bad idea. Maybe I could do like interview Trailer Trash Tammy, but treat her like a real person, as if like I don't know that she's like a character. Maybe. We'll just like we'll add that in there. Why not? Trailer Trash Tammy. All right, people, we're only on 16. Okay, we need more. How about let's Todd V. People that I like. Who other? Oh, how about Vegetable Police? What other videos do I watch? Who am I interested in? Let's see what pops up on the feed. Okay, Alan Roberts said him. These are all the same people. How about this guy, Paul Revelia? Seems normal. I don't know. I've talked so much shit about all these people. Paul Revelia. Who else we got? Come on, give me some names. Eric the Electric. Yeah, I did a video on him. I basically talked shit about him the entire time. CG Kid. Also, like, I don't care about these eating disorder people. Like, an interview, if I interviewed any of them, it would go pretty badly. I'd be like, have you ever considered just eating meat? What about eating meat? Do you think that would solve your problem? They would like, they'd be uncomfortable. They'd be like, well, if I ate meat, then I wouldn't be able to go to therapy anymore. I didn't want to get into it. Yeah, anyway, I mean, I don't really care, I'll do it, but like, I want to, like, I'm trying to make a list of people who might actually say yes. You know, like, I'm not going to put, like, PewDiePie, right? Like, he's going to say yes to me? Like, probably not. Who else we got here? Okay, CJ Kid, fine. He's interviewed Jess and interviews people, so check out CJ Kid. All right, CJ Kid, I will interview CJ Kid. I wrote him here. Still need 80 more people. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, maybe I could get an interview with, maybe RSD Luke or RSD Tyler. Luke, RSD Tyler. Doubtful, but maybe. Who knows? Let's see. Do some IDF YouTubers if there are any. Vegas YouTubers, they will do it. Who are the Vegas YouTubers? Vegas tips, how they got into it. I have a list. Yeah, Melly Kopi, hit me with that list. Is there a link to that list, or you want to email it to me? Here. Email me that schniz. Frank Tefano, good idea. Frank Tefano. Who are some of these other carnivore people? Sean Baker is the bald guy, or who's like the old like trucker guy who does the carnivore diet videos? The old like guy wears like the hat. You know what I mean? It's like 60 years old. Talks about like, I've been a carnivore for 8 years eating meat. I don't know. Bad impression. But you guys know what I'm talking about. IDF YouTubers, I don't think there are any. Edwin's Generation, no idea who that is, but okay. Oh man, these chairs need some fucking cushions. How about that girl, like, my thoughts will offend you. My thoughts will offend you. Obese to beast. Let's see here. Who else do I find mildly interesting? Maybe I'll try and interview this guy LFA. I did a video on him, and he actually commented on it, so I know he knows who I am. I wonder if he would be willing to... See, the problem is, like, a lot of these people, I've done videos on them, and I don't want to say I talk shit about them, but, like, I don't, like, only say nice things about them. So I think going into an interview with me, they might be a little bit worried that I will say, I'll blow them up. You know what I mean? And it's like my trap to like, ha ha ha, got you with my like logical trap. I just proved you're a loser. Something like that. Not really my intention. We'll probably just like, hopefully have like an interesting discussion with these people. Whatever, anyway, who else we got here? Maybe Cheap Lazy Vegan. I could try and interview her. I don't know, we'll add it to the list, why not? Cheap, lazy, vegan. Scott the truck driver. Don't interview them, maybe debate them. I don't want to fucking debate these people. I really... Ken Berry MD, I think I've done a video on him. I don't want to like debate them. I'd rather honestly just like have them on and just talk to them like a normal person. Not like, okay, now it's your 30 seconds to say what you want to say, and like ring the bell and like, well, actually, here's a study that fucking no. I'd rather honestly just like talk to them like a normal person. Like I'm talking on the phone to my friend. What's up, TH101? How's the egg experiment going? We'll talk about that in a moment. Long story short, I stopped doing it after like a week. Ken Berry MD. That's why you're good with the Vegas YouTubers. They are untouched by you. Yeah, pretty much. Shane Dawson. I don't know. What is Shane Dawson's interviews to? Ben Gravy. It's an unfortunate name, but all right. Ben Gravy. Who's that? What vegan guy did I do a video on who like lives in like Guatemala or something, or Ecuador? Raw Healing Mastery, I want to say. Raw Healing something? Raw Healing Mastery, I want to say was his name. Who else we got? God, my computer's so slow when I'm streaming. Oh wait, actually, just kidding. Okay. Let's look at previous videos I've done. Maybe this girl, Ashley Kaltwasser. She responded to my comment on her video. I think it was her, actually. I'm not sure. Paul Saladino. Operation Life. All right, Operation Life. Why not? Okay, what else? Are you trying to stay in the fitness realm? Honestly, like, I never wanted to be in the fitness realm in the first place. Like, actually, like, I honestly started making fitness and snake dive videos because I saw it was an easy keyword, and I was like, this is a good way to grow my channel quickly in a short amount of time. Don't really care about, like, Benzo. Is that somebody's username? Benzo? They, like, take a lot of Xanax or something? Paul Saladino? Who's that? Okay, who else we got here? Paul Saladino. Oops. Chrissy Sella. Goji Man. I could do Sim Land, but he's so straight edge. Like, what am I gonna say? Like, he's gonna have the right answer for everything. Like, I wonder if it'll be, well, whatever, I'll just add him anyway, who cares? The good thing when you make like massive lists like this is that you pay less attention to each individual person. It's kind of the same benefit as like uploading like 6 videos a day. It's like, if one of them doesn't do well, I don't really give a shit. All right, anyway. Oh, maybe Shameen Miller. I can, like, honestly, all these snake dive people, I could just interview them. Shameen Miller. Who else? Benzo? Who's Benzo? Improvement Pill? Nootropics expert. Okay. I don't know if Improvement Pill would say yeah. Maybe he would. Improvement Pill. Nootropics expert. Oops. Benzo. I wonder who is Benzo. Scott the truck driver, is that really a person? Oh, it is a real person. I lost weight. All right, why not? Why not? Let's see. It's harder than I thought. Maybe Kenny Ko. He might say yes, he seems chill. Kenny Ko. Who's that person? Let's see, it was Improvement Pill, and what was the other one? Oh, The Art of Improvement. It was a good video. Like, honestly, it's hard for me to like only release one video a day. Like, I have so many, you know, and like I want to have variety and like release a lot per day. But I think it's just overall it's worth it for me to bank the majority of these and only release one per day. It's just what, like, you know, am I ahead of my time on YouTube? Make 6 videos a day maybe. But straight up, like, people don't expect 6 videos a day from anybody, and I don't care like who you are and how much free time you have. Like, are you gonna watch every single video that I make just because you have nothing to do? Probably not. It was a nice little experiment. definitely allowed me to like increase my work ethic for sure, push myself. But I think overall, like all things considered, I think one video a day, one like 15-20 minute video a day is still a lot for most people. It's like more than most people do. Plus a fucking 2-hour podcast. Get out of here. All right, what else? Primal Edge Health. Derek Van Schaik. Okay. Elsa Ray. Oh man, you guys are good. Yes, we watched them all. Okay. Have you actually seen all of them? I have a lot. Nick Dompierre. He's super nice. I did a video on Nick Dompierre. I don't want to say I was mean to him, but like, I kind of like mentioned that he's probably on steroids and didn't mention that. So like, I don't know. Like, the thing is with these people, I have to address the elephant in the room, which is that I've done videos on them, and like, maybe I might have said some things that like they didn't like, or called them out kind of in certain ways, or at least openly disagreed with them. So like, I will have to address that with anybody who agrees to do a video with me, who I've done a video of them. Does that make sense? But anyway, whatever. Let's add old Nicky Boy to the list. Who else was there? Some good ones. Derek Van Schaik. Okay, sounds interesting. Basically analyzes people and determines if they're lying. Ooh, that sounds interesting. It's like my podcast. I just throw it on the background while cooking/working out. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured that people do anyway, which is kind of why I wanted to make the switch to a podcast anyway, or live stream or whatever. Because like Steffi Lee, okay, it's just easier for me. Not that it's easier. Like I don't really care. I enjoy doing you know, the like more bite-sized videos, but like, you know, why not do both? Why not try something else a little bit? Who else we got here? Oh, Nick Nimmin. I did a video. This guy actually, he's very good. If you guys want to learn how to make videos, if you like want to learn like, you know, how to do it properly, basically. Yeah, Nick Nimmin. His video is actually the one. I did a video on him yesterday. And he was kind of the one who like made me like reconsider my strategy. Who's part of the catalyst, let's call it. I'm naming travelers now that are popular. Yeah, why not? Just name anybody. Like I don't know any of these people. So Austin Dunham. So also, quick side note, what should be my, let's call it, value proposition for these people, right? Like, I want to interview you on my channel. Are you free between this time and this time? Sounds good, right? Well, there's another guy. What's his name? Charlie something? Cheap Charlie or something? Charlie, oh wait, was it Cheap Charlie Chronicles, I think? Charlie Chronicles. This guy live streams like fucking 9 hours a day. Also part of, like, look at this. Like, oh shit, fuck. He's got 5,000 subscribers. We won't actually watch this.
What's up, guys?
Oh, he's live.
We were live streaming.
Anyway, he streamed this 11, like, okay.
We were live streaming on the
Anyway, he's got 5,000 subscribers. I think he deleted a lot of his videos because his views are too high. And I think I read something on there about him being an alcoholic, so I think he might have deleted all the videos of him like acting drunk or something. But anyway, look at this, 5,000 subs, 6,000 views on his live stream, right? And this is, you know, I'm not going to check, but like, this is like his other ones. There's a good chance this is like 4 hours or 9 hours long. So I wanted to like do something like this. This is why I made that post about live streaming. Anyway, I actually would unironically like to interview him because I have questions for him. Cheap Charlie Chronicles. Victoria Rose. I'm assuming this is flower friendly. Victoria Rose, flower friendly. You can take this one, yeah, no problem. Oh, am I frozen? Why didn't you guys say that I was frozen? Or am I actually? No, I'm not frozen. Just kidding. Who else? Kara and Nate. Yeah, I did a video on them. Oh well, whatever. Ready to glare. I don't know. Whatever. I'll just reach out to these people anyway. Ready to glare. Kara and Nate. Yeah, I did a video on them. They're like, I think it was a Vietnamese, like their first day in Ho Chi Minh. They actually made it like, they made it look fun and interesting. This was when I was still in Thailand. I was like, oh, I kind of want to go back there. And then I get there and I'm like, oh God, I remember why I hated this place. No offense, Vietnamese viewers of mine. Okay, 53. Who else is there? Oh, what about all these like red pill people? Let's see here. How do I find these people? So damn slow. All right, too slow. Let's say Coach Red Pill, Face and LMS. Who are some of these other red pill people who I've done? I don't know, maybe red pill vegan. I have a problem with my thumbnail making software, and it's not working. More of these videos I watched. The more of these videos I watch, the more I'm convinced of the high-level parody of fitness YouTubers. So many contradictions and inaccuracies and just plain ignorance. Oh shit. Now you know my secret. Gotta love those troll comments. Okay, who else? Who else? Gary V. I'll add Gary V. Why not? Gary V. Gotta get to 100 somehow. I'll add Grant Cardone. If I'm adding Gary V, I might as well add Grant Cardone, right? Grant Cardone, and let's add Spherage on there also. Why not? Who else am I subscribed to? Ooh, video influencers. These guys are good. I don't think they would do a video with me, but whatever, fuck it. Video influencers. What else we got here? The 33 Secrets? Oh, Aaron Clary. That's right. That's right. Forgot about him. I did a video on him. Aaron Clary. Why is X like it is in China? Serpensa. Gives Western view on certain topics of way of life there. It's not a bad idea. The 33 Secrets. Alright. What's Red Pill Vegan? Is it a person? What's Red Pill? It's like basically, what is the Red Pill? It's a set, they call it a praxeology, whatever, it's confusing. It's a set of like beliefs that are supposed to make you better with women regardless of how controversial or socially controversial they might be. For example, beliefs like women are biologically programmed to seek out the most high status male, in a group at any given time, regardless of like any sort of like legally binding contract, like marriage, for example, or a previous relationship. Bart K, he might do it. That's the bald guy I was thinking of. Captain Sinbad, no idea who that is, but let's add him anyway. Louis Marco, the original MGTOW guy. Sure, why not? There's this other MGTOW guy. I might as well, let's look on YouTube. These MGTOW guys hate me. Any video that I do that's like says anything other than like, yeah, women are sluts, fucking whores. Maybe Bulldog Mindset. I have to like watch these people's videos though to like know who they are. MGTOW in Thailand, huh? Seems like a waste. Bulldog Mindset. Alright, fine. I don't know. I guess we'll add him. Who's this Rachel Oates girl? Be gone, child. Hashtag MGTOW. I can only imagine like what these like comments are like on here. Anyway, I'll add her to the list. Why not? Rachel Oates, right? Yeah. Yo, Elliot. Why not? MGTOW. Why support men going their own way? Interesting. Might as well add him. Elliot Hulse. I don't think I've ever done an Elliot Hulse video. Maybe I will. Mr. Elite. I think this is the guy who I did a video on him, and he's like, "Get your ass out of here." Who's that guy? Any of you people out there who watches like MGTOW shit? Like, who's the black guy who does MGTOW? And his hashtag. He's got like hashtag "Get your ass out of here," like spelled like this: "Get your ass out of here," something like that. Yeah, I think it's this guy. Yeah, "Get your ass out of here." It is this guy. Did he delete all his videos? No, he couldn't have. Why does it say this channel has no content? Did he block me, I wonder? I wonder if he blocked me. No, he didn't. Why is it saying he has no videos? Strange. Yeah, let's try this guy. Mr. Elite. Why not? Who else is there? Alright, why not this guy? Alpha male lifestyle. Kinobody. Yeah, I mean, Texting Prince, I don't even know who that is. He had 80,000 views when I searched the red pill. The Sinbad dude. Zach Perna. Okay. Okay. MGTOW Money. What's this guy? Stop being thirsty for women. 1% better. Sounds interesting. All right, boring. Let's see. Are there any new snake diet people out there? Mark Bell. Who's Mark Bell? Heard of this guy? Powerlifter, right? Rachel Sharp. Mark Bell. Mark Bell's Power Project. All right, why not? Did I add him already? I did. Human Performers Outliers podcast. Oh, this is that guy, Sean Baker. All right. I already put him on there. Greg Doucette, World's Worst Diet, Dr. Oz, Nick Zarowski. Why I failed the snake diet? Operation Life. Told me about this guy. Cassie Monique. I literally just should have put fucking snake diet in the title of my YouTube channel. She's still making videos, Cassie Monique? No, she's not. Who else? Frank Tefano. I have Frank Tefano in there. Katie Carney. Oh, William Schufelt. That's right. Okay, 23 more. Let's see here. Thomas Frank? No, boring. What else? Oh, it's music. Man. Oh, how about Vitruvian Physique? I don't know. I said a lot of bad things about his girlfriend. Maybe not. Joe Delaney. Did I do a video on him? I don't think so. Oh, I feel like I did this video. Whatever. So boring. Can't be bothered. Oh, all right. Come on, people. 23 more. Derek Lambert has a steroid addiction video. I might actually be interested in that. Derek Lambert, steroid addiction. High intensity health. Okay. Vinny Tortorich, 6 miles to supper, Snake Diet Dan. Oh, you guys are good. 6 miles to supper, Snake Diet Dan. What this guy? Simnet Nutrition. I've heard of this guy. He's a vegan or something, right?
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to my kitchen for another episode from my amazing...
Is he not vegan? Or he is vegan, isn't he? Or something? Yeah, vegan nutritionist Q&A. Okay, why not? I'll have a chat. Give me some vegans, maybe. I don't know. Mix it up a little bit. I can't only talk to people I agree with all the time. Fasting ramps up. Yeah, okay. Great information. Let's see here. What else? Paul Revilia. I think I added him. I think. Paul. Yeah. He's on the list. Maybe tomorrow I'll actually message these people. Who else we got here? They can't be too big. Oh, the single guy. I did a video of his yesterday Stan Efferding. Maybe him. He's cool.
All right, so I got a question from the...
This is actually the video I did. A step-by-step guide to going out solo. Let's see if he still makes videos. Yeah, he does. The single guy and Stan Efferding. The single guy, Stan Efferding. Who's that other roid monkey who I did not long ago? With Stan Efferding. What was that guy's name? Mike something, I think. Mike. No. Matt? No. Is it not Mike? Just do this. A, B, C, D, E. What's after E? F, G. Get your ass out of here. H, I. Iron Lou. He's kind of insane. I wonder if he still makes videos. Whatever, add him to the list. Iron Lou. H, I, J. Joanna Sidio, she's hilarious. She won't say yes though. Let's do Jason Blaha. Why not? He might say yes. Jason Blaha. Ugh. H-I-J-K L-M-N-O-P Thunder Bunny. Let's do Patrick Baboumian. I like Patrick Baboumian. His videos never do well on my channel, but I will just add him anyway. Why not? E-Q-R-S-T-U. Unnatural vegan. She seems normal. Whoa. Fat Burning Man? Is that a thing? Oh, Fat Burning Man. I was like, Fat Burning Man? Okay, Durian Rider. Ooh, I like Durian Rider. People hate Durian Rider. Apparently he's a rapist, but I don't know. Conscious Calisthenics. I've heard good things. Pitch to Christina why she quit vegan after years of it. Who does? Oh, Derek Lambert. Cheap lazy vegan, I added her. What's up, RVC? Oh, Vegan Gains. Good idea. I don't have a problem with Vegan Gains. What time is it here? It is 9:30 in the morning. What are you doing awake at 3 a.m.? Oh, you like wake up to work out at this time, don't you? It's pretty crazy. Yeah. All right, we're moving right along here. Vegan Gains. Who else? Who else is, I don't want to say desperate for attention, but like, I guess every YouTuber like loves attention. Really, honestly, like who doesn't? U. What's after U? V. Oh. U V W X Y. Oh, Yalla Papi. I should interview that guy. Z. Zaboda. This guy. Oh, dude. This guy. He's the guy who invented Tinder surfing, right? Basically, it's like couch surfing, but he'll basically like he goes to a new city and opens Tinder and like has his profile say like, hey, I'm in this city, blah blah blah, like I need a place to stay, and girls would just like straight up like let him stay at their house. I thought about doing this back in the day. I think I had something wrong with my Tinder account because I got no matches. I think it was a bug. Just tell me it was a bug. But anyway, I communicated with him on WhatsApp. I was like, dude, give me some. How do you do it? This is like, I don't know, February or something. Let's see here. Sabota. Sverage, I added Sverage. Michaela Peterson. Is she on YouTube? Oh, she is on YouTube. Does she make videos? I don't think she makes. Does she make? Oh, she's cute. Kind of, or looks kind of like Taylor Swift. 1 day ago. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Is this the Michaela Peterson from Jordan Peterson? Ah, yeah, it is. Cool. Interesting. All right. Well, I'll add her. Michaela Peterson. Okay, what else we got? How about Goji Man? Let's just add Goji Man. Why not? Goji Man. Phillips Solo TV. All right. Kate Flowers. I did her. I think I added her. No, that was flower friendly. Okay, so we've got 2 left. Now that we've gotten like all of these, like let's think about how I would, like, what would I do with them on the podcast, right? Like, how much of this should actually be an interview, and how much should it just be like them doing the podcast with me and like us talking about random shit, right? You know what I mean? Because like, okay, fine. Obviously, you want to know about these people. They want to like pitch their book or whatever it is that they fucking are trying to sell. Go check out their channel. Buy their book on Amazon, blah, 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 like whatever. How much should be that, and how much should be like, well, today we're going to talk about fucking Jeffrey Epstein or whatever, and how he's a douchebag. What do you think about that, or something? You know what I mean? Like, do the interview part first as an icebreaker, or do the other part first as an icebreaker? Give me some ideas. Give me some thoughts. I've never really interviewed anybody. I just kind of just like talking about myself. I added Nico Cotto Avocado. Taking down fat with C-Dub. All right. Research them an idea and get an idea to pitch. Bart K. I added Bart K. Come on, one more. Who wants to be number 100? Which of you? Which of you wants to be number 100? Could it be you? I wonder. The challenge is naming somebody that I have not already named. Think about a YouTuber who you like, who other people probably have never heard of, right? Not necessarily somebody who's popular. Ooh, Natasha Ocean. Could add Natasha Ocean. I don't think she'll say yes. It's kind of mean in my video of her, but Ocean. Anyway, let's add more. Let's keep going. I feel like I should keep going. Don't stop at 100. Amberlyn Reed. I'll add her. Why not? I wonder if anybody ever asks to like interview her. Doubt it, but maybe. Probably scared. I don't blame her. Hungry Fat Chick. Why don't I add her also? I'll be like, are you aware that you'll probably die this year as a result of your lifestyle? Or like, how's it going? I don't know, whatever. Anyway, who cares? Just add her anyway. Dr. Berg. Why not? Gotta go, but not enough. I have a great idea. Okay, no problemo. All right, that's enough. No more people. I just hit my limit. Okay. YouTubers about potential collaboration with. No, let's just call this like YouTube interview or podcast interview list. Wow, excitement. So excitement. What's the best way to contact these people, do you think? I think leave a comment on their video as opposed to send them an email. Or what do you think? Do you think sending them an email is better? Because like, as somebody who makes videos, I know that I read every fucking comment that I get. I check the comments multiple times per day. I also only get like 50 to 100 comments per day, like aggregate on all my videos, not like 1,000. But I would assume that these people still check their comments a lot, but I don't know. Nika's fasting weight loss. Oh, Bobby's perspective. Why not? He seems cool. Nothing but hot chicks. That's a good idea. Not a bad idea. I'll just like grab hot chicks off the street. Like, can I interview you on my podcast? And be like, what is that? Is that code for like, can I rape you in my fucking rape van? Like, no, get out of here. Bonnie Rebecca, I was mean about her. It sucks when you like make all these videos like being mean about people. You can't interview them. All right, I think that's enough. If you guys have any other ideas, let me know. What was I? Let's take a look here. What else was I going to talk about in this video? I feel like I was going to talk about 4chan a little bit. I've been meaning to do that for a while, but I feel like I should dedicate an entire video to that. Although I'm not sure. It's the new Netflix and chill. What is the new Netflix and chill? Listening to and other stuff. Yeah, okay, so what should other stuff be? Oh, that's probably a good idea. Okay. How do I go back? Monetization. Yes, monetize ads, stream options. I guess that's all okay. Play ad. Just like, boom, play an ad right now. Torture you guys. Okay, so what should we... This is like the chat. I need to like make a list of ideas. Oh, that's a good idea. I'll make you guys think even more. How about now? Let's make another sheet here, and let's make a list of potential things to talk about on my brand new podcast that hopefully I will keep doing and not like get frustrated with and quit. Potential podcast ideas to talk about. Slash whatever to talk about. Ideas, things to talk about. Here are some ideas that I've had, like interview people, obviously. Browse Reddit for ideas. Browse 4chan fit for ideas. Like basically just be like, oh, I wonder, because I know a lot of podcast people do this, right? They just literally go on Reddit and they're like, let's, and they just like look at this and they're like, on Ask Reddit, there's a question, what fictional death hit you the hardest? That's boring, but like, what are these spots on my lower legs? All right, what are the popular ones? And they'll just get ideas to talk about from here. Here we go. Today I learned because American textbooks are sold at a lower price in Thailand, somebody was reselling them in the US and making enough of a profit to get sued by the publishers. The Supreme Court ultimately ruled against the publishers because the quote-unquote first sale doctrine applies everywhere, not just the US. And then what they do is they open this, and then they just talk about it. And it's like, well, is that actually a good idea? Can they do that? And like, let's see what the comments are. And they literally just browse Reddit. Top comment, good. Fuck the textbook publishers. I don't know. Anyway, is that a good idea? Maybe I'm kind of stretching it thin. Nevermore Time has... it's the new Netflix and chill. Maybe if you leave a comment and tell us which one in your supporters can like your post and will hopefully spark a collab. Oh, like make a poll, right? Like, who should I collaborate with or something? And then everybody likes the post, and then somebody like inconspicuously like sends a link to that post. Is that what you're talking about, TH101? Never mind, time has passed. Oh, about like maybe saying mean things about these people? Not so much time has passed, it's been like maybe a month. I do have Frank Tefano on the list also. Let's see, what else am I interested in? Talk about traveling in Asia. Talk about experiences in the army. Talk about drugs. Talk about nootropics. Talk about the news. Talk about politics. This is going to be like... Alright, so do any of you like listen to the Joe Rogan podcast? Anybody? Any Joe Rogan podcast people out there? I've listened to like little clips, but the guy talks about everything. It's not like... He doesn't like only pick like one thing to talk about. He literally just talks about like whatever he wants to talk about that day for like 3 or 4 hours, you know? So there's no... he doesn't like have a niche, so I'm also not going to have a niche. So maybe fitness. That said, nutrition. How about talk about YouTube drama? Browse, or I don't know, browse Instagram for hot girls. I'm just like literally coming up with ideas here. Spitballing. Huge fan. Comment on the person's post you want to collab with me and confirm their channel liking your comment. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, but like, okay, so I have 100 and, you know, I want to do the bulk approach here and like basically like go to every single one of these people's most recent video and be like, hey, would you like to collaborate with me? You know, here's my channel. I'd like to interview you on my channel on my next podcast, something like that, right? If you're interested, here's my email address or something, or reply to this comment and let me know, and we can set up a time. I normally do it between 6 and 8 Pacific time, which should be good for most of these people, but I'm flexible if you don't live in the United States, whatever, something like that. Although I think most of these people are American and live in the United States, or at least in that like time frame. I think this guy might be in Germany or something, I'm not really sure, whatever. What other ideas could I have here? Story time? I don't know. What are like some random things that people do? Like on you know, like remember back in the day, I don't want to do this, but like an example, like prank calls. They would like prank call people as a joke, right? Maybe troll comments. Troll comments on famous channels, maybe? An idea? I don't know, maybe like talk about fat acceptance. Talk about gender stuff. Red pill stuff. Sales, I guess. Maybe sales tips, experiences. Oh, book suggestions. That's a good idea. Book suggestions / yeah, whatever, recommendations I was going to say, but that's a good idea. Minimalism lifestyle. That's not a bad idea. Minimalism. What else? Let's see here. Did I write 4chan on here already? I did. Did I write the news? No. Oh yeah, I did. The news. I don't know. Maybe NLP if people are interested in that. NLP and hypnosis. Maybe I don't know. Maybe talk about whatever country, city I'm in. Maybe just like walk around the city and do a live stream and do it all outside. Great idea. Oh, working out. Did I even write fitness on here? Yeah, fitness nutrition. Kabbalah? What comes from Kabbalah? As a Jew, are you familiar with the ancient language Gematria? I think you mean Gematria? Jewish mysticism? Yeah, but like, yeah, Sneak Diet Deb. I don't think I'm qualified to talk about that, but thank you. Yeah, so like Jewish mysticism, Kabbalah, they say like, you know, you're not actually supposed to start learning that until you're 40 years old, is what they say. You're like not wise enough to start learning. I'm not 40 years old yet. Mysticism in general, like, you know, it's like fortune cookie shit. Like, when I was in New York, I went to a Kabbalah class because there was this girl who like I was trying to hook up with, and like she invited me to go, and it was kind of like our date, like our first date. It was so boring. Oh my god. It was led by this guy, and it was literally like, it was him plus like 5 other people, including myself, in a room, talking about the most boring shit ever. Oh, your guest might be qualified. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a very good idea. How to be successful on YouTube. The guest's history on YouTube. Whatever, something like that. The guest's history on YouTube and in general. Like, who are you? I should make it a lot about the guests, shouldn't I? I should like have like lots of good questions to ask them. Unpopular opinions. Maybe politically incorrect 4chan, although it's disgusting over there. But whatever, might be interesting for some people to see. Actually, let me close that. Yeah, my guest might be qualified. Oy vey. Yep, oy vey indeed. It's those damn Jews. Ugh. So also, let me ask you, since there are about a dozen people watching this right now, I talked about this in the beginning of the stream, podcast, whatever, but like, what do you think about my idea to only release 1 video per day and to do a live stream instead, or podcast or whatever, where it's like more just me talking, and you know, ideally like a guest at some point. Those of you who haven't read the post, it is here. I honestly don't think people will care so much, because I think people really just want something to watch, and if they watch like a 2-hour live stream versus 2 hours of like actual videos, separate videos, I think they don't like, I don't think people really care. It's my theory. Okay, so like one video per day between these times, California time. I just did it by California time because like I don't want to do like Vietnam time, because then you guys have to do the calculation. Whereas if I write California time, that's easy for people to calculate normally. And then go live every day from this time, 6 to 8 p.m. California time, which I think is prime time also, right? Like, it's technically prime time. Still record videos every day, but they'll be banked for 2020. It's also like what, you know, that is the case. Anyway, I got a couple comments on here. I forget what they were. Are you in Cali? Are you taking pickups to the next level? No, I'm too poor for that. I wish. Not yet, but it's in the plans. Just wanted to change the content strategy to prepare for what will happen in the after the next 3 months, when I will probably have to get a job. Are you in Cali? No, I just figured it would be easier to give PST times instead of Vietnam time, so people don't have to do math. Why are you doing this? Haha. Want to prepare for post November in case I'm not making full-time income from YouTube by then. Don't want to have to get a job and be stressed about uploading regularly. This way, I can bank a lot of videos and have several months worth of content to slowly release over time while I work on, you know, receiving a paycheck. Makes sense, Areno. How about diet swapping with another YouTube for a while and see the results? What does pickup mean? I love listening to conspiracy theories. I guess we could do conspiracy theories. It's so dumb. Sorry. I just don't like it. But I know they're popular. Conspiracy theories. Oh wait, actually conspiracy theories are interesting. I like those. Like 9/11 shit. Like that's interesting to me. I take that back. I thought you meant like murder mysteries or whatever, although or unsolved mysteries is how how I thought that in my mind, even though that's not what you said. Solve mysteries. Whatever. I was just curious if you were familiar with it. It's a language of encoding numbers into words. The English, numerology. The English language is built around it, and our entire past and future is scripted off of it. Flight 77 hit the 77-foot Pentagon 77 minutes after takeoff. Yeah, I mean, this could be explained through coincidence, you know? Like, the thing with all this stuff, it's like your horoscopes, right? Like, people will look for consistencies in these things and then backwards rationalize the consistencies, right? It doesn't, like, predict anything, you know? Like, they look at that and they, like, see all these sevens, right? And they're like, oh my god, this means, you know, like, did it predict something? No, you predicted it in the past. All right, cool. What's that going to do for you in the future? I think in English it's called numerology, right? I don't know, I think it's bullshit. Sorry, but like, I don't know. Show me how I can use that in the real world, and I'll maybe like be interested in it. Collab with Cole would be awesome. Did I not write that? Snake diet. Oops, that's a good idea. I'll just interview him. Although, what could I even? You know what? I'll be like, what's your favorite food? What's your favorite TV show? Like, I don't fucking watch TV. What's your favorite movie? What's your favorite book? Like shit like that. Like, there's a book by Tim Ferriss where he talks about, like, he interviews all these famous people, and he doesn't, you know, he interviews Arnold Schwarzenegger, for example, but he doesn't ask him about being the governor, doesn't ask him about, like, weightlifting. He'll ask him, like, what's your favorite fucking type of pasta or something? Or, like, what do you do for fun in your spare time? Stuff like that, like, things you wouldn't actually know about him, which I think is more interesting, right? Like, for example, Arnold Schwarzenegger likes to play chess. Did you know that? I didn't know that until I read his book, or until I read Tim Ferriss's book. What else were we talking about here? What else was there? Unsolved mysteries. Mandela effect. No, dude, I can go on forever. It shows that your world is a joke. Please show me. Like, show me something that I can predict in the future. Like, show me how this would be. Like, okay, fine. 9/11, 7/7, 77-foot Pentagon. Like, show me, you know, not to, like, criticize something you believe to be true, but show me how I would, like, give me a practical application for this in my life, right? Like, how is this going to help me live a better life, live a more interesting life, if you're still here, if you haven't left. Right? Like, I'm honestly asking, like, I don't need to, like, understand anything to do it, right? Like, at the end of the day, I don't understand really why, like, working out makes me look better. I mean, I guess muscles break down, blah, 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 but, like, I don't really care. Like, I'll just go do it. If it was, like, something else that did it, I would just go do that, right? Very practical. Anyway, you know, now I could do a video on numerology. Is numerology legit? Is numerology legit? Or how about is fill in the blank legit? Not a bad idea. Mandela effect? I don't know what that is. Okay, how about this? Grab a pen and paper and write this date down. If nothing happens on that date, then it's all a joke. December 30th of this year. Okay, what do you define by nothing? Like, what is nothing? Like, obviously something's gonna happen on that day. Gematria effect news on YouTube. Okay, I'll add that here. Gematria effect news YouTube. Okay, again, like I said, like, you can backwards rationalize any of this stuff, right? But, like, let's predict something in the future. And you can't be, like, predicting something in the future is not like December 30th, something will happen. Okay, it's a very busy time of year where stuff happens anyway. It's like a day before New Year's Eve. Something will happen a day before New Year's Eve, like 2 days before the 2020. Something probably will happen, but, like, what? What's gonna happen, you know? 9/11, like, fucking terrorists hijacking a plane and flying it into the Twin Towers on 9/11 and killing, like, thousands of people, that's a significant event. If you can predict that, or predict something specifically before it happens, not after, right? Like, you know what I mean? That's, I can make some shit up and be like, I, like, held up this straw at this time, something happened, you know? More complex than that, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, what can you predict in the future? Second 9/11. Okay. All right. Fair enough. That's. I'll write that down. And what if it doesn't happen? Is numerology wrong? Is gematria wrong? Okay. 2019, December 30th. Second 9/11 is supposed to happen. Okay. According to lies laid bare, my YouTube subscriber. If it happens, okay, I will definitely consider, like, I'll take it much more seriously for sure. If it doesn't happen though, I mean, I'm gonna bet that it's not gonna happen, but who knows? Palzone, what is pickup? You asked me. No, it means I was wrong. It's real, man. Endless. Okay, we'll see. That's the bet we're placing here. We'll see if that comes true. Pickup, to answer your question, Palzone, is the act of, it's short for really cold approach pickup, which is essentially, if we want to like explain it in simple terms, cold approaching or approaching groups of people or girls, like solo girls, that you do not know for the purpose of, having sex with them or getting into a relationship with them, as opposed to relying on your social circle, on online dating, on like whatever, all this other stuff. So like pickup, like for example, if you're gonna go out, quote unquote, and do a night of pickup, you go to a club, talk to a bunch of people, talk to a bunch of girls, kind of filter like who the most down one is, really, or whatever, find one that you like, and kind of like organize, like structure things in a way so that it seems normal that she comes back to your place and sleeps with you, if that's your goal. If that's the outcome that you're chasing, right, is a one-night stand, for example. If you're looking for a girlfriend or a wife, whatever, it's gonna be different. Smack my head, just go to the gym. Peace out, TH101. Just go to the gym, meaning what? Like, I go to the gym anyway. Does that mean I shouldn't go, like, talk to girls who I want to sleep with? Or that I should talk to girls I want to sleep with at the gym? Yeah, I definitely go to the gym, homie. Like, I'm at the gym. I go a lot, although yesterday I didn't go, the gym was closed. Gym's closed here on Sunday. New York tsunami hits. Like, by tsunami, do you mean like a big wave from the ocean? Is that what you mean by tsunami? You go to gym in a college town. Okay. All right, anomaly. We will add him to the list of people, mixed people. I get cold approached / approach tons. Yeah, college town a bit easier, I would say, because like girls in college, like they're just down. They're there to like fuck around, really. And at the gym, oh my god, you must. Do you live in Florida? Are you in Florida by chance, or Arizona or something? Like, wow, girls out there. I mean, I would never move there, but definitely hot girls out there. Well, I guess I should edit this and say New York tsunami. New York tsunami. Yeah, man. I'm not saying like don't try to predict the future, but like don't, the world is happening now, like, and again, do whatever you want. Your spare time is your spare time, but someday you won't have any more spare time, and you will look back on your time and wonder how you spent it. If you spent too much of it looking at numbers in a book and backwards rationalizing events, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, I don't want to criticize, but like, it's not. I would rather. I'm very. I don't know. Do you think I'm driven? Maybe, maybe not. But like, I record a lot of videos a day because I believe that it's a very good use of my time. Because I think that someday in the future, like, I'm gonna be dead, straight up. Like, I'm gonna die someday, and what will live on will be the content that I create. As strange as that sounds, like the authors that who wrote classics, like we remember them, we know their name because they wrote a fucking awesome book. Now it's not about writing a book. Now it's about making fucking videos. Yeah, you can still write books, but really, like, who fucking reads anymore? Yeah, people read, fine, but like much more likely to just watch a video. And if I have, by the time I die, 50,000 videos, dude, that's like the equivalent of like, who wrote a lot? Who's a prolific author who like wrote a fucking ton of books? Stephen King, whatever, he's still alive, but he writes every day. What does he do, Stephen King, by the way? Why is he so productive? Every day he wakes up, he writes 2,000 words. I don't think he puts a time limit on it, but every day, rain or shine, 2,000 words. So, if a full-length book is 150,000 words, give or take, that's 75 days. 75 goes into 365. We'll say 5 times per year. That's enough raw material for 5 books per year. Let's see, how many words are in a novel? Yeah, about 90,000 words. So could be even more, right? Homie writes 2,000 words a day, fucking sends that shit off to his editor edits it. That's the dream for me, just have an editor, right? If I could have an editor, if I ever get famous enough where like I have an editor who can edit a book for me, oh my God, I'll write so many books. But it's just a pain in the ass to edit it. You have to like read it over like a million times, whatever. Same thing with videos. All this talk about quote unquote happening in the future and seem politically correct in your list. Poll is a fun place, lots of funny and weird stuff. R.L. Stein also wrote a lot of books. The Goosebumps series, definitely read a lot of those as a kid. That was good to like get me into reading. I don't really go to Poll a lot or ever, honestly. Like, I haven't really been on there too much. I hate politics also, and like I have absolutely no interest in it whatsoever. But like you get Poll like infecting Fit and really the other boards as well. So like you'll get like, and I think Nazi jokes and like Hitler jokes are funny, and like even like the Jewish stuff I think is funny. But it's like, if it gets to be too much, it's like, are these, like, how into fitness are these people really? You know what I mean? If like everything is about the upcoming race war, it's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, I know you're sitting there like with your Kekistan flag on the wall and your like fisherman hat, like 120 pounds overweight with like your fucking katana collection. You know what I mean? It's like, get out of here. By the way, Palzone, question for you. How did you know that I, like, question number one, how did you find my channel, if you remember? And question number two, is it that you heard me talking about 4chan that you realized that I was on 4chan? Is that how you realized that? Because there are some people, Fit is basically a bunch of R9 kids who went to Poll, read the Hell Working Out's Punch a Nazi thing, and went to Fit. Interesting. It's an interesting take on Fit. There are a lot of people who actually work out on Fit, surprisingly. Because, and I'll tell you how I know that, is because like one of the problems with being fit, and this is actually a topic I would like to talk about, let's call it the lonely bodybuilder. There's a lot of people who like get really fit either because like they have bad social skills or they think that it'll help give them confidence, whatever, ex-nerds, let's say, and then they get fit and get a six-pack or like whatever, a nice body, and they realize that inside their mind they're still that like nerd, socially awkward, like weirdo loser. And the way that I know that there's a lot of people who actually lift on Fit is because you see that phenomenon a lot over there. That's why I like the board. That's why I fell in love with the board. Is because like there's so many stories of like the Mire threads, right? Where like they're like, yeah, I went to the grocery store, I got mired, and I'm too autistic to fucking say anything, so I just like ran away. Like, I can identify with that. But that's only a problem that somebody who is fit will have, Gym cells, yeah? Fair amount of gym cells. I mean, I think there's different levels of gym cells, right? There's like the angry gym cells. That's another good topic. Gym cells. There's like angry gym cells who are like your classic incel, who will like, whatever, black pill fucking losers. And then you just have gym cells who are just like, they want to talk to people, but they're just socially awkward and weird and shy, right? Depends how you define it. Let's see here. Okay, so I think I'm trying to keep, I think, okay, so 2 hours on the stream. That's my original plan, is to do for 2 hours a day, right, on the stream. Gonna cut this one short. Or not cut it short, just gonna end it right now, record a couple videos. Let me know in the comment section if you guys have any suggestions for future stuff, or things I should do differently, whatever. I don't mind to talk for 2 hours, like I'm happy to do that. In the next video, in the next stream, tomorrow, I believe what I will do is reach out to these 100 people. That will be the next tomorrow's activity, and we'll see how that goes. Cool? That's it. Peace.